Hey dudes, what's up? Just did a little bit of modification to MCP server protocol, file server. Let's see here. Let's show you which file server we modded. So we're using the MCP um, from GitHub. I believe it was the same people that created Claude. So they released this. Um, who was the originator? Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of tired right now, man. But I think it was the same people that came out with Claude. But of course, they've been working on MCP, not just them, but other people for LLM applications for a while. So, but I use this server and then got a file system server underneath here, and didn't play nicely with anything LLM. So ended up having to go in and I checked the logs and modifying some of the way the schemas was being handled inside of the index TS and a couple other files. So it, it was not too bad of a modification. Obviously, I was using my buddy here to help do the mods. So we had what they called ZodErrors, right? So so this is the final output, as you can see in the log here. Everything. This is not the log. This is the log right here. Yep. So everything cleaned up. Orphan documents, nice and clean. So it didn't look like this to begin with. So in order to troubleshoot this, I would go into the log file. Um, Not here, but the actual. So your Anything LLM has a log system that you can go into. Let me see. It's back. I'll show you where it is. So if you want looking for errors in Anything LLM, you can just go into the filing system here. So mine's in the roaming because I installed it to be universal or global. So mine would be in the app data and roaming. Yours may end up being underneath of the user. Um, so what you'll do is you'll come in here and you'll go into storage and you'll see your logs. And right here is where you'll find your errors or whatever. So and then you can feed this into, you can read it yourself and pinpoint the problems, or you could feed it into a helper, AI helper, and they'll help pinpoint the problems. So anyways, so if you you want fresh error codes, obviously just clean your log up, clean it up, and then restart the program and see if you get any errors or whatever. So I'll just refresh this, see if it throws any errors. So I'll go back and check the log again. Should have some data in there. See, everything looks good. Yeah. So if you're looking for errors, you're trying to add a MCP tool or any kind of tool for your agent, um, and it's not showing up in here, you can go check the log, and it should give you some kind of indicator of what's going on with it, and you can kind of chop away at the errors or whatever. So, anyways, I'll probably rewrap this up and shoot it back up to GitHub as a patched up MCP file server. Um, that will work nicely with Anything LLM because I was just getting all kind of just weird Zod errors on that, and the patch worked really well. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys kind of see what kind of work I was doing today, and yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of tired. So yeah, I got a JSON markdown converter in here. Just experiment with some new stuff. This is for my first day on Anything LLM, so I'm just kind of experimenting with it to see how it works. I had Open Web UI, which it's a lot of manual configuration and webhooks and stuff. And it's kind of a nightmare, especially when you got to do updates, because if you modified the original source and you don't back it up and you go to do an update, you literally overwrite the mods that you made. So um, I can't wait to get in and tinker with the engine inside of this Anything LLM to just kind of see what I can do with it, especially for getting agents out there. I think the file system server is really important for those of us who need agents to go in throughout our computer and modify certain sandbox files and stuff, especially if you're doing collaborative work with your AI agents. So, and obviously, I got the database connection and all that stuff. And there's a cool thing about Anything LLM; it kind of comes prepackaged with it, so you don't have to manually, set this up kind of like an open web UI. I like the open web UI and I kind of like the chat interface and stuff, but it's a lot slower. And it requires a lot of manual setup. So I didn't even install mine using Docker. I actually installed mine directly into Windows, and then I use an Apache server on the back end to kind of host it over the net, HTTPS, so I could access it through a Chrome app. So, but this is kind of cool here because I can just kind of port this if I need to access it externally, and you can actually you serve this in conjunction with either Olama or I'm actually doing the setup with LM Studio here because it seems like models run quicker on LM Studio versus Olama. It's like, so on LM Studio I can actually run the GPT OSS 20B, but I can't really run it on Olama because it's slower. So I mean, I only have what the hell do I got down there? A 4070 Super. Yeah, I think I got a 4070 Super. It's super slow, graphics card, but yeah, it's what I got for right now. A decent little system, but not a very good graphics card. So. Okay, dudes. Hope you enjoy your evening. I probably won't be working on any music today. I'm too tired. But yeah, I was glad to work on this because I can get my agents updated in this newer system here, and do a little bit of Python stuff. So, okay, dudes. Cool. Take it easy.